I promise I'm not recording this immediately after filming my video on the Darwin project. But if you were ever wondering, why do I insist on doing videos like that? Why do I insist about doing series like Roll for Chaos or Free to Play, or talking about games like Darwin Project or Radical Heights, when a lot of you only subscribe for one thing? Well, I got a comment on a video about that, kind of to that point, and I've been thinking about it a lot over the weekend, and I wanted to talk about that right after the drop. So what's up everybody, how's it going? Legundo here, welcome back, and today we're doing a little bit of a talk on the channel and YouTube as a whole. I get a lot of people sometimes who are wondering, why do you do so many different things on the channel? I mean, you have news about several different games, you have Let's Plays in a bunch of different titles, you do a series where you play random free-to-play games and then give them a somewhat sarcastic rating at the end. You have a Dungeons and Dragons Let's Play series, an hour-long podcast that happens every week, and then one or two series which are community clip focused, which seems to be the things most successful on your channel. And the reason why I do so many different things is because there was no guarantee Funny and Lucky Moments was going to be the lightning in a bottle that it was. There was absolutely no guaranteed indication that that series, that one, was going to be the one that was going to launch my channel. And once I found it, I didn't want to be a one-trick pony. I didn't want to be the funny and lucky guy. I mean, I embraced it for a while because it helped the channel grow. It helped things go well, and I loved the success of having a series that people tuned in to watch every single time it went live, and that is amazing. And there are still a ton of people who tune in to watch every Tuesday for Funny and Lucky Moments, and sometimes on Friday for Clips of the Week, which is basically Funny and Lucky Moments, but not only in Halo. So why do I insist on doing those other things? Well, because there is no guarantee that one of them won't be the next lightning in the next bottle, and something that takes off just as successful. Everyone has this dream. I want to make it on YouTube. I want to be able to do YouTube full time. And I won't lie, there's still a small part of me who thinks, yes, 100%, if that opportunity was given to me and I knew it was stable and safe, I would do it. But it's never going to be stable and it's never going to be safe, not in today's world. So as somebody who is not only looking out for just myself anymore, I don't think the day will ever come where I will do YouTube exclusively and do YouTube as a career. Now that does not mean that I can't do something on the internet and something in the games industry as a career, but YouTube, this channel, specifically the YouTube iteration of it, I don't think that there's 100% safety here anymore. Just the platform's far too volatile, things change far too often, you get demonetization, you get people who are causing witch hunts and scares about how YouTube is shadow banning channels and hiding people from recommended and trending. And while I can look at my analytics and say, yes, this video was hit as not advertiser friendly, I unfortunately can't look at my analytics and say this video did not perform as well because it was different. It's normally different. I don't have just one flavor of thing that I do day in and day out 5 days a week, and then if one of those 5 videos doesn't do it well, I can point to some detail of that video compared to the others in the week. Basically, right now the answer to that is it wasn't Funny and Lucky Moments. Now that's less true than it used to be. Gaming news videos, the commentaries that I've been doing on the channel, whether or not they're related to Halo, have been performing a lot better. But I have series like the Unfiltered Podcast and Roll for Chaos, and neither of those do insanely well. Why do I continue to do these when, by all accounts, it's like 30 views and it takes an hour and a half to record and longer to edit? Why do I insist on doing those? Short answer, too long didn't read, is they're fun as hell to do. I love doing the podcast on Tuesday nights and talking with Raz and Pat and just talking about the world, talking about things that are happening, talking about our lives, and sharing it with some of you guys. That is fun for me. That is a connection that I don't see existing on a bunch of other channels. I see that existing in huge communities, but not so much on the lower level like what we have. Additionally, Roll for Chaos, I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've been watching some shows, like I've been watching Critical Role on Twitch on Thursdays. I watch Hears and Halfwits from Achievement Hunter. I watched a lot of Matt Colville's stuff. I am fascinated by this game and the community, and I always wanted to play it growing up, but I never had a group of people in the same location as me that I could play. But in today's world and the apps that I didn't know existed, like Roll20, you don't need to live in the same place as people to be able to interact with people as much as you used to. Your friends are no longer defined by your location, by who's close by and who you happen to run into occasionally. Your friends are defined by what interests you share and what area of the internet you congregate on. So I get together with my friends 2 days a week and record those series. And then I do other things like the free-to-play games, because I know not a lot of people record on those titles. And I know that that area of the industry is underserved. And I know that in today's world, I'm not sure what order I'm releasing these videos in. So I've either just released or am about to release a video where I talk about how I don't think games are going to be $60 for much longer. You look at the success of Fortnite, you look at the relative pain that other games, which I personally think are funner than Fortnite, have suffered because they have an initial price tag on the title. In today's world, it's much easier and the cost of entry is much lower for a lot of titles. You get a lot of people who play free-to-play games with microtransactions, and the game itself is just an engine to force you or interest you in spending money and investing in the game, becoming invested in the game, and keep you playing for a very long time. So I do a lot of different stuff here on the channel, and I've had people say you should split it up to different channels. I personally think that's a horrible idea, because then you're splitting your community. You have somebody who might only subscribe to this channel over here where you do commentaries, but they really love Dungeons and Dragons, but have no idea you do a D&D series over here. So the benefit of not bothering people with things they didn't subscribe for is also a huge negative, because then they don't know that you do anything else. They don't know of any of your other interests or your hobbies, and cross promotion becomes very difficult and tedious in a huge game of how often do you do it or not. So yes, I just upload everything to one channel. I treat this channel like a TV network, not like one series. And I had somebody say to me the other day, why would someone subscribe to this channel when there's bigger channels that do it bigger and better, like Rooster Teeth and IGN? And personally, the fact that I got compared against those, even in a way where it was saying they blow me out of the water, which they do, I personally took that as a huge compliment. That was saying that you think from what I'm doing here on the channel that I'm trying to compete with those people, as one guy in my basement with baby stuff in the background, compared to huge production companies that employ hundreds of people that have been on the internet for 15 years or more. I've been doing YouTube longer than I've been doing this channel. I've had to abandon older channels and older projects because they just stagnated and died. And there's baggage there and a lot to talk about, and that's not gonna happen in this video. But I love that comparison. I honestly love that comparison, because even if it means that, why would someone subscribe to you when they can go subscribe to this really big person? That means that there is a chance that they would subscribe to me because they were looking for that big person. And I know it's a small chance, I know it's a long shot, but I also know that it's happened, and I know it can be done. In 2.5 years, just about 2.5 years here on the channel, we've gone to 16,000 subscribers. I know that's slower than some other people. I know that's not as high and not as such a phenomenal growth rate as some other channels, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm loving doing YouTube. I'm loving covering the topics we cover. I'm loving running the series we run. And we built a pretty awesome community around it. And I could become the next great clickbait YouTuber and run all the gimmicks and tell you all the things about Halo 6 and put all the red circles about the secret items in Fortnite, and run another channel about how to unlock the hidden extra bonus Kraken battle in Sea of Thieves. And I could run all 3 of those channels and probably have them up to about where this one channel is, but I'd honestly feel dead inside, and I have no idea how people who make that kind of content live with themselves. And that is, it's gonna sound a lot harsher than it is. If you do that and you enjoy doing that, good on you, good for you. I respect the hustle. You keep convincing people to come back for videos even though you know you're spouting nonsense. But that's not how I operate. That's not what I want to do. I want to build something that is real. I want to build something that is community oriented with a diverse interest, with tons of different point of views and comments and games that we play, because I don't think in today's day and age you define yourself as a Halo gamer or a Fortnite gamer or a Sea of Thieves gamer. I don't think that that is a good idea, because you're tying your identity to one title which is out of your control, and the second that that title takes one turn you don't like, your identity's in question. We've seen that with Halo 5, with the enhanced movement mechanics that came in with Halo 5. A whole swath of the community feels slighted and insulted and disassociated and abused by 343 because Spartans can run and climb up walls, and you have Spartan charge and thrusters. And I never want to put myself in that position. So if the next Halo or Fortnite 2 or Sea of Thieves 2 or whatever the content updates for Sea of Thieves are don't resonate with me and push me away, I want options, and I want the ability to maintain me as a content creator and me as a YouTuber and this hobby that I love doing. I want to be able to continue to do it without having to completely start over. I've done it once. That's how I got here. I don't intend to do it again. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure where to go with this video, and I'm not 100% sure where to end it. The short version is, I got this comment, it's been stewing around in the back of my brain, so of course I'm going to sit here and talk to a camera and try to figure out exactly how I feel about it, and then I'm going to edit down the 20 minutes of rambling that I've done into a semi-coherent 10-minute video and release it out to the world and hear what you think and then respond to those comments, because that is the thing I'm enjoying, that is what I'm trying to do here, and that is what I hope you've enjoyed and being along for this ride, because this is a community channel. This isn't just mine. It is a conversation, it is a community, it is something real, and you're just as involved as I am. So that's my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. What do you think about the channel? What do you think about what I do here? Do you like the fact that I upload a diverse catalog of stuff? Would you rather that I do just one thing? What is that one thing? Is there something I should drop? Is there some game I should try or some series I should take on? I'd love to know your thoughts. I really am genuinely interested in the comments on this one. I hope there are a few instead of just nobody really paying this any mind. We'll see. As always, you know what to do. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you hated it, subscribe if you want to see more random ass content like this. Woo, look at me, I'm so random. And I'll talk to you next time.